Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Imperator Rome as we're playing as the Roman Republic. So let's go and get started in today's episode. We're going to be finishing up the Third Macedonian War. Something that was pointed out in the last two videos, which I didn't see in the video before the last one because I didn't read the comments until after I recorded that, the video afterwards. So I didn't know about this, and several people posted about it, so we do need to get that conquered, this one little territory. We'll just throw these guys up there real quick. It won't take very long. It's not even a... frankly, we don't even need this many troops because it's not a fort. So we'll grab that real quick, and then we might be done by that point. By the time they get up there and grab that, we're going to be pretty close to being done. So we're going to finish up this war here, and we're also going to be starting a conflict here against these guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to demand access from these guys here. If they refuse and it puts us at war with them, and it's fine. We'll just go to war and destroy their stuff. We'll do the war with them instead of with them. It's fine. They're right on our borders. So I would love to take control of some of this territory, like finish out this state here. I think there's another state. Oh, maybe not. No, they don't have any other provinces from states that we're in. That's this one here. So that's a different country. So yeah, we'll fight them if we have to, if that's what they want to do. Now, we can increase the numbers of this unit here because this is the unit we're going to be using. And the reason why I wanted to demand military access rather than raise up more levies here in Spain, which I don't know how many we can even raise, just a few thousand probably from each area. And what I want to do is just have these guys march through here and go into our allied territory, and then we'll just use the Legion without having to bring the fleet over here to transport them, which I think is the best way to do since we're obviously using our fleet for something else. So yeah, we're going to do that. So let's go and increase the numbers here for this Legion because we can get a few more units. So maybe like if we got all four, that would be fine. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to get all four of the units that we can get here. So what do we want? We can have a good number of heavy infantry. We could always use more of the engineers and the supply train. So let's do those and then more heavy infantry. And that gets us up to 13,500. All right, so let's go to move these troops. We'll stop them from drilling and get them moving over here because either they're going to be attacking this enemy here, or future enemy, or they're going to be moving through their territory. We'll see what they say when we demand military access. I tried asking for it peacefully, the right way, but they will not give it to us. Yeah, they're refusing because we have a -4, so all we'd have to do is boost opinion a little bit, and they'd probably accept. That'd be the best way to do it, honestly. So let's just go ahead and boost their opinion a bit, so they'll accept our. Because I don't want to fight them, but if we have to get access here, so that we can move our troops without having to use our fleet, then I will. Because that's the only thing separating us from our subject tribe down here. All right, so let's go ahead and try and get this war over here finished up. Do we have anything over here that I'm not done with? Okay, just that siege there. That's it. All right, so the 3,000 are coming back. Remember, we defeated all these armies here. And what's left in this state? All right, so he's going to grab that. He'll grab this one. He'll get this one for us. But yeah, not a lot of provinces left. Aggressive expansion is pretty high at this point, guys, so I'm hesitant to take any more. Some people wanted me to take more of Anatolia and less of this area here. The reason why I went for this is because I just wanted to get Macedonia from where we had two borders with them. When you're doing these types of wars, you don't want any extra borders because they can just sweep down into your territory and start taking provinces. And we will need, no matter what, we would have needed, because of our aggressive expansion, we would have needed another war against Macedonia. Look at how large they are. Even after everything we've took, they still have 4,000 pops. So they're still certainly far too powerful. If we were trying to take all their territory, not only would it take a long time using this, this tactic, this type of war goal, because you have to take every individual province. Not only will it take a very long time, but the aggressive expansion would get obscenely high. So I mean, it's already ridiculously high. So we're not going to do that. I'm not going to take over all their territory, and I could have took over more of this instead of this here because this is. This is more populated, thus it's richer, it gives more bonuses, but it also gives more AE, guys, because AE is determined by the pops in the province. So we get less AE up here than we would down here. So overall, if we took this territory, I mean, we'd get less territory overall. I would imagine it would balance out a little bit, though, where you're still getting the same amount of pops. That's how I'd assume. I don't know. You'd have to actually do the math. on whether that's true or not. And how high do we have to get these guys' opinion? Oh, it's like -200, probably because of that. Yeah, this could be difficult to get them to accept due to how high the... Still at -4, but yeah, just getting the opinion of at all because of the high aggressive expansion might be impossible. I would trade with you guys. You guys can have some of that famous Roman honeyed wine. All right, so really we're just taking these 3 provinces now, right? Yeah, it's just these 3 provinces, and then we're done. I guess I can go right here. Yeah, and then we're done. I feel like aggressive expansion's high enough as it is, and we have another war that we're going to be doing here soon. And getting the aggressive expansion burned down will allow us to get access here quicker for the Legion to go through there. And if they won't give it to us, then we'll just declare war, and it'll be a quick conflict. We'll just take their territory and maybe just take this state and maybe this one as well, so that we'll combine our territory with our tribe here. We're going to want to do the same thing over here as well soon. Get these 2 combined. Let's go ahead and get another omen. And I think we're going to continue with the national commerce. Income is just so useful. And it just gets higher and higher. We're at 19% now, where you'll notice that the aggressive expansion burn is barely changing. Went from 0.07 to 0.08, so it's just not changing fast enough. So I think that's it right there, right? I don't think there's anybody else. So we still have to take this one. So we're waiting for that to get taken too. So these are the 2 that we're waiting on. And we will trade with them. So yeah, and then we'll make peace. And as I said, we're going to try... Just one more. All right, so we also got the claim at the same time here. Wow. Okay, so what we might want to do is then disband the levies. Yeah, I think this guy basically didn't need to be over there at all. Not that it mattered because we couldn't disband him during war. But I think we will disband the levies before starting this conflict over here, guys. Or any other conflicts for that matter. So let's go and sue for peace. We are done. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything before we do, though. Make sure there's no, like, islands that we really want. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. We had this territory over here. They could have taken these islands from us. I didn't protect them or anything, but they didn't for whatever reason. Yeah, they decided not to go after those. They really should have. They could have easily taken those from us, and I wouldn't even care that much, honestly. So yeah, I guess we're going to go to make peace, guys. War is done. So what we're going to want to do is either have them release nations or cancel subjects. Or try and make them become our subjects, which you still have to occupy them. Okay, so that wouldn't even be possible. But we can get them to release subjects or to just completely release countries here. Let's go with... Yeah, we might not be able to get them to do much here. I think we're only going to be able to get them to do 1 based on the points here. What about if we were releasing? That's pretty expensive too. Alright, so I think what we'll do is just have them release the subjects. I think we'll only be able to do 1. Yeah, we did the 2 cheapest. That doesn't work. So yeah, we'll just have them release them. We'll see if there's anything else they're willing to do that's really cheap, perhaps. Probably not, though. Yeah, I think that's going to be the cheapest option here. Maybe this one. Oh, we could do that one. Yeah, we'll get them to liberate them. Anything to make them weaker, guys. All right, excellent. So they might not be a major power anymore. It says that they are here. I don't know if that's going to still be the case. They're still pretty large. 39, 78 on the pops. All right, so with the war done, let's go ahead and disband our levies, even if we are doing a war immediately after this. And this is also going to get us a bunch of military experience, so not as much as you'd expect. All right, so we've got them disbanded. To make sure there's... These guys here need to get disbanded still. I don't think there's anybody else, though. I think we're good to go. All right, so with these 2 legions here, I think we're going to have both of them... I almost want to have them both leave here. I suppose we could have 1 stay here in the Greece area, but I'm about to raise up another legion, guys. We're going to raise a Macedonian Legion up. I think that would be wise. I suppose we can have them stay here then. So 1 stay in Anatolia. I want 1 to go... I mean, we're going to have these guys here. I think we might just end up waiting. Not even using these ones. Now that the war is done. Yeah, we'll just have them come back over here. And then I think what we're going to do is use one of the larger legions that we already have and send them with the ships over to Spain. Because I do want a legion in Spain. We could also send 1 to Africa as well. I suppose that would make sense. Yeah, we could send these guys to Africa. This is the smaller one. Or we can keep them up here and just build them up. you just can't get very many troops, and I want a larger army here in Italy. So, you know what? I think we will send the Gaul one to Africa. So we're going to be moving all our legions around, essentially. That's what we're going to be doing here. So with the Magna Graecia one, these guys are going to be staying here, and then they'll bring the First Legion over. Okay, so let's see where the closest port to both of these guys are. Probably this one here. And then we'll move the ships over there to go pick them up. Of course, these ships are still a bit damaged. That's all right. All right, so we're moving them over there, while Magna Graecia, these guys are going to stay here. So let's just put them somewhere where they're safe. We also are probably going to want to take a look at our fort situation, don't we? We did just get a lot of more territory. And due to the loyalty issues, we'll keep forts in any of the conquered territory we just took, as long as they're not above the fort limit. And if there's 2 forts, we might want to get rid of one, though it will help with the loyalty. I'm wondering how much of them are Macedonian. A lot of them. So you know what? I'm not too worried about loyalty, guys. I think loyalty will end up being okay. So instead, let's just get rid of this fort here. All right, so we've gotten rid of that fort. Let's see what we got over here. We got just 1 fort, so we'll keep that one there. Same with this one here, just 1 fort, so we'll keep it. Yeah, we'll keep all these forts, guys. Yeah, that's fine. We might want to build more forts over here a bit later. So the Magna Grecian army, what we're going to want to do is something we did before, where we take all of the engineers out, and then the rest of them are just going to sit somewhere that they can sit without taking attrition. And then we're going to have the engineers from both of these guys meet up. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I'm going to merge these. I'm going to create a new unit. Get the engineers out, and then have these guys come over here and just sit somewhere. It doesn't really matter where. Again, just somewhere where they don't take any supply. They don't have any supply problems. Let's move them right here, I suppose. And then the engineers, we'll put them together, merge them, and get them building roads. So that's what we want them to do. And these guys here can just, yeah, they're already going back. I think we're good to go. I don't think there's anything else we need to do. We still need to disband them. So let's go ahead and do that. If I can just find the damn button. All right, excellent. So I didn't get a lot of military experience from disbanding, unfortunately. All right, so we've got these guys all here, I think. Just going to merge them and go and start creating these roads. See how we want to do this. So we already have the road that goes through here. So now we need a road that goes, and of course we have the road that goes all the way down here. Yeah, you see all these roads here. So we need roads that connect. I mean, they've done a decent job getting roads built. There was already roads in Anatolia as well. I don't know what they built and what was already here. So we want to go all the way up here along the coast. We have a road here. See how we want to go about doing this. So this is not a city, but this one is. You can take a look at the cities along here. All these are cities here. Okay, so we probably won't have them go through there. Let's have them go like this, all through here. So we'll have them connect that road right there. Let's go and get them over there, and then we'll start our road building exercises over here. And the roads are good over here, so I'm not going to worry about that. We do need more roads over here, but the First Legion will do that after the war against that tribe. And we're just waiting for them all getting that port there. Let's go ahead and start the road building. We want them to go through here, here, and then up to here. And yeah, we'll probably have them go all along the coast. I think it makes sense. Oops. Good God. There we go. So have them go all the way up to the edge of our territory there. And let's go ahead and have these guys embark onto those ships, and then we'll send them over to Spain. And we're going to have them go right here in this port. All right, excellent. I know we have a lot of aggressive expansion, but I really want to continue this mission tree, so we have to get them conquered in order to do it, and we have the claim, so that's the reason why we're going to declare war, despite the high aggressive expansion. And it'll take a while to get those troops over there, so we'll burn a little bit off. In fact, we're burning aggressive expansion pretty darn quick. Yeah, not bad at all. The stability is dropping rapidly. So that's one reason why we want to hurry up and get that aggressive expansion burned off. All right, so these troops are sitting here. We can go and let them train now. I assume they've lost experience. Let's go and drill both of them. We can keep our experience gain high. Look at how high that is. And a big part of that is because of the war exhaustion. I mentioned this in a previous video, but we could go ahead and get rid of some of that that war exhaustion. But I don't actually want to. I don't really feel like we need tyranny anyways. I mean, tyranny does help burning off the aggressive expansion. But what I really like about having the war exhaustion is how much it's ticking up our military experience. We're getting a plus 50% right now to our military experience gain. So that's quite significant, guys. So that's the reason why we're going to allow the war exhaustion to stay high, just so we can continue getting the military experience, because there's a lot of traditions I'd like to get. All right, so these guys are building roads here. Kind of dip back over there soon. We can go ahead and speed this up, since we're just waiting for those troops to get over there to Spain. We can figure out where we want to build the next roads as well. We can't go through here. Okay, and we got to pass right there. There's probably no reason to even get the roads. Yeah, we'll just have the roads continue from over here through this territory. I do need to take a look at the trade route situation. I've been doing it again in between videos, but I haven't done it in a little while. I had mentioned in an earlier video that the automatic trade is just not worth it because of the fact that the AI makes, as the AI always does, makes very inefficient decisions on what to trade for. They don't really focus much on the happiness. They actually trade for a lot of food, since that's what's available and you don't really need the food. But you get the money from it, but you're not getting the happiness bonus that you could really use in some of your provinces, since the AI doesn't really care what they're trading for. And so it is less efficient. They don't really care which good earns the most money. They just randomly pick, from what I've seen and what I've tested. They just randomly pick what good they're going to trade for. So it's very, very inefficient. However, in the late game, it actually becomes more efficient because they make the trade routes almost immediately. Where with you, as the player, you have so much territory, so many trade routes to do. I mean, you might go years before you set up a trade route that's been open. So it becomes more efficient for the AI to do it later, just because of the sheer scope of trying to do all these. So we will go ahead and set these off automatic trade. As you can see, there's a few provinces here. I'll probably do this off camera, but we'll do a few of these here in Italy for now. Let them set those up. But yeah, I think that we're going to set them all over to automatic trade at this point, just because we don't want to have to manage it for the entire empire. It's just too many provinces now. We've grown quite large. As far as our total pops, we're at almost 15,000 total pops. It's no small number. So let's go ahead and see how we want to do the next roads. We're going to have them go over here. We could probably keep them on road building, since these are all roads they're going through. So next would be, I guess, going through this territory here, see if there's any cities that need to be connected. Okay, there's one city there, but there's none up along here. But we'll still probably want a road coming down to here. At least down to right there. Maybe just go through this territory. 1, 2, 3 for now. I suppose that's fine. Doesn't have to go all the way to the borders. And what about over here? Is there any territories here we want to build to? Not really. I feel like we're probably done already. Yeah. We already have roads go all the way through here. Yeah, I think we're done. They've already had a lot of roads here in Anatolia. Alright, so we'll just have them build a couple more roads here, and then we're finished there, and we'll just put those engineers back into their legions and let them get their experience up. Remember, we're not spending any money. We're saving the money to build a Great Wonder, which would likely be next episode. Let's go and colonize there. Let's get a new legion raised up. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, guys. So we want the one that has the most units, and that would be the Macedonian Legion, because remember, we've integrated those pops. So we just passed them, but I just want to show them all to you. 59 here, so not too shabby. We won't be able to get them quite as large as the other two legions. We'd be able to get them to almost that size, but we're not even going to build them up that large anyways. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of all these candidates here. We'll appoint somebody in a little bit. So this will be the 4th Legion. And let's go and just create the Legion, and then we'll build them out from here. So with the 4th Legion, let's get them a commander. We have a level 9 guy here, but we want a family member. This guy's not too shabby, actually. We'll put him in place and get them built up to probably maybe 15,000. So it'd be about 30 units. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do... I'm not entirely sure how large we're gonna do with the heavy infantry just yet. Let's do engineers. Get a couple of the supply trains and some archers as well. All right, so that looks good. Let's see how large that is, because I wasn't really counting. right, so we got them up to 11,500. So about 7 more units are needed. All right, so let's see how we want to go about doing this. We'll get some more heavy cav and some more archers. So that's 4 units, and then probably some more heavy infantry, and then maybe one more thing of the engineers. That gets them up to 15,000. All right, so we're just gonna let them sit here and train. All right, so we have 2 legions over here in this region here. The reason why I wanted one in Africa is to put down all these barbarians. I suppose we can keep using levies for that. It's just kind of a pain in the butt. And I'm not sure where we're going to war next, because we're going to be focusing on tribes. I mean, over here. I'm not sure what we're going to do over here. I think we're really going to focus on the tribe situation that is separating us from our territories here in Gaul and Spain, and then our territories, you know, here in Gaul and in Greece. So we need to get all these areas here conquered. So I think that's what we're going to be working on for the foreseeable future. It's going to be a while to get all that conquered. And it's going to take a long time to get this aggressive expansion burned down. Though you see we've already burnt off quite a bit as it is. So we need to get a new governor here. And I'm kind of thinking that we got to like really focus on putting family members in place in some of these governor positions, since we require so many family positions. These guys are almost across the Mediterranean, and then again we'll declare war as pretty much as soon as they get over there, if they're ready. I don't see why they wouldn't be. So that'll be there in a second. There we go. Can we now ask these guys for access? It's at -3, so we're actually taking the opinion down. So I have to keep it going a little bit longer. We don't really need access anymore, but if we wanted it, I'm just kind of curious if they'd give it to us. We'll go ahead and cancel. No, we'll actually keep it improving. There's no cost to us to keep it going. So we'll keep it going, even though we might end up declaring war on them in the future. So let's go and get the legions moved, although, you know, we might as well just declare war now. There's nowhere for them to sit. All right, so we're going to take their territory over, and we're going to try and get both of these conquered. I don't know if we ended up at war with anybody else, if they had any allies. I didn't really care, because it didn't really matter. Yeah, they have 2 allies over here, which if we conquered them, this territory wouldn't connect to ours. So we might. We'll see, guys. I'm really only concerned about getting this here. All right, so let's see what we want to do, how we want to do this. So they have 2 fortifications. So we want to get both of those taken, but obviously they do have a decent-sized army. So what we should instead do... Who's the better commander? He dropped in skill quite a bit. He used to be like 14, now he's 11. We really need better commanders here for the main army that we're utilizing. It would make sense to have a better commander. I don't think we have any better commanders, though. Nope. Maybe in the Magna Grecian army. He's a level 12. Yeah, he's not that much better. Yeah, we just don't have great commanders, frankly. Okay, well, that is what it is, then. This is one of our best guys. So we'll have him fight the army while he goes after the forts. Is there any capitals need to be taken? No. So we can just go ahead and have both of them march in here. We'll probably want to have them in different provinces. So we're going to let him just sit here for a little bit. Let the other guy get ahead. So they're not sitting in the same province, eating the same... I mean, they're still going to be in the same state, eating the food, but not taking the attrition that you get in the province. So they're going to bring their troops down here. You know, I wonder if these guys didn't have as large of an army as we thought, and that those were not mercenaries. I wouldn't be surprised if those were mercenaries. So there's the 1,000 men, so we're going to chase those down and kill them real quick. All these guys work on this siege here. And then they'll attack 1,000. They're probably all going to join up into one army, which I'm actually fine with. I'd prefer to get the battle finished in one big battle, and then take them out one by one. Now, when you take them out one by one, you get to completely destroy them, of course. But you got to chase them down. So, how we want to go with this? How would our government manage without slaves? I think that's one we're going to go with. That's a good chunk of money as we're trying to get. I don't know. I think 4,000 would allow us to get, the best Great Wonder. With the highest level. Don't know if we're going to be able to catch up to these guys. We'll try to, though. Yeah, they're leaving there. Yeah, they're just going to be kind of floating around our borders here. Yeah, they're now on the run. As long as we keep them away from our own territory, then that's fine. So they do have an army there, 6,000 men. Okay, so we're going to have to come back up here. Although we now have these guys. They can go and start this siege here. That means that they won't be able to get out of here without getting access to our own tribe here, which I assume they have, because no, they're exiled, so they do not have access. Okay, interesting. So I think that means they won't be able to go anywhere. We'll have to attack down here, and this is a separate state, which means we've already conquered all the state. Excellent. All right, so we've driven them off. They're not here. I guess we'll go ahead and have these guys move. And we might not even have to do a battle. Well, we will fight those 8,000. This siege is already over. That was super quick. All right, well, let's go into battle these guys, and then we can end the war now. Yeah, I'm not really that interested in conquering territory that doesn't connect with ours. I suppose this one here does connect with our tribe's territory, so there's that. And the war was so quick and easy, we didn't burn off as much aggressive expansion as I was hoping we would at this point. So I suppose we can go over there and start working on these forts. They have 3 forts, though, so it's going to take a little while. What I'm worried about is that they're going to come through here and start messing with our stuff while I'm over here. But we were winning these sieges so quickly. Oh, these guys are done. Let's go and have them come over to here now. So yeah, we'll just take over this one too, if we have the points. I assume we will. Now, the one reason why I kind of just wanted to get just this conquered, you know, for the mission, is because of the aggressive expansion. We were able to completely wipe out those 7,400 men. That worked out very nicely for us. Yeah, that was fantastic. We got the oratory advances. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get something picked here. So we got the winning land by the spear last time, and so now we actually have to go with a new branch, since we are done here for the most part. There's other stuff we can get, of course. So I think we're going to soon start going down this rewrite the Constitution route, so that eventually we can do the Cruddy Dictatorship, which, as I said, the dictatorship is not great. Great government, the modifiers and all that kind of stuff. The ideas, you know, everything's just worse. So yeah, I'm not really like in a hurry to go towards this, as you guys know. Obviously, we're sitting at 638, but I thought like by the end of the campaign, maybe we'd go do this so we can become the empire. So we will need to start working on that soon. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get this one, the official orators, in order to increase monthly tyranny, because this does actually increase monthly tyranny, and you know, it's not a huge impact. It's only 0.02. But I think we are going to go ahead and grab this real quick. That'll also allow us to get the town criers at some point. Yeah, so let's go and get this one. I think the town criers would be helpful. We are always short monthly political influence. So yeah, we might go here, and then start working on this, and that'd be the last thing we do. And we'd have like a civil war towards the end. I think that'd be the best way to go about doing this. They do have 3 ships here that we could quickly destroy. Just get them wiped out real quick. Alright, so just 3 sieges, and then we're done with the war. We'll have to go over and take that capital province too. So we have destroyed those 3 ships, or maybe even captured them. Take a look. No, we didn't capture any. Alright, bring them back over here, because I think they still need to repair. You know what? We could... That's fine. We'll leave them as is. Let them repair up. And then finish. Those 1 ships have been damaged for some time now. So we'll just finish these sieges up here, guys. Move over to these 2 provinces next. I'm not seeing any enemy troops. They're scared. Yeah, they're staying far away from our territory. Yeah, all we had to do was put a unit on the border, and they never came back. They said, no way are we fighting these guys. All right, we got a Hyatt Lair event. We'll dislodge them by force. Thought that was an enemy army. It's just some mercenaries. Perhaps some mercenaries that were actually hired by our enemy. I'm not sure. So we did finish up this siege here. Let's go ahead and now go after that capital province. And then these guys, when they finish up, which should be very soon, we'll have them go ahead and grab the fortification there. They have risen up another 8,000 here. Okay, so we actually need to fight them. What we'll do is we'll finish up this battle here, or this siege, and then we'll go attack them. This is not the better general, but that's okay, because he's involved in a siege. And he should have been done by now. I thought he would have been, but whatever. Now we need to come back here. I suppose we can now send these guys. Yeah, we'll send them. Let him come over here and do the siege. They're pretty close to each other. I know he's slightly closer to getting over here. You see a lot more armies all around here. Yeah, I got 1,000 there, 8,000 there, and then we have the 6,000 up here. Yeah, we'll try and get them taken out, but let's first get that province. But it looks like they're going to join, so we might have like a 15,000 man to 14,000 man battle here. And I'd love to do it there in the forts, you know, since we'll get the hill bonus. Got another 1,000 coming over here. Luckily, these are all fortified provinces. And then we have that 1,000 there as well, taking our territory. A couple thousand over here, actually. So the one we got, I think, was... I'm not trying to sure. Was it religious? Might have been religious. Is it religious or the civic advances? I think it was religious. Yeah, because you see it. Civic advances already have some progress here. All right, so let's go ahead and continue down this route here with getting the maximum research efficiency next. We're trying to get down here to 0. Yeah, that's the next one we're going to want. So the quickest route to that is that you don't need to have service for life. You just got to have the religious board. And you can't take either one of these routes. So essentially, do you want the food and the Navy morale recovery, or the Navy morale recovery, or 2 bonuses for that? So I think this is the clear choice here. So if we just wanted to mark that, that's the route we want to go next. All right. More civil wars ending up over here, but yeah, just trying to get these guys engaged. You see that they're attempting to run here. Oh, well, look at that. Egypt has gotten brave and decided to declare war on us. That has ended all the trade with Egypt. That has greatly changed up the situation. So yeah, Egypt has declared war on us for what? Just kind of curious what they're seeking here. Okay, so they're wanting one of our provinces here. And it's a good thing we have another legion here. Because yeah, this war is mostly going to take place in Greece, I think, since they actually have territory here. Let's just take a look exactly where they're all at. So they have that territory there, and then the islands over here. Okay, so it's mostly going to be in Greece, though they might invade from over here as well, so that's something to consider. They can always go through this territory here and attack us in Africa. So what we're going to do is let's send these guys over to Africa. Though, I do want to take a look at their fleet. It's not larger than ours, so we don't need to worry about it. Alright, so let's go and pick these troops up. Bring them over to Africa. I don't want to have to raise the levies up over there if we don't need to. And yeah, we'll actually invade their territory with that legion. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. Start taking over this territory here. Of course, that leaves this uncolonized territory here, but that's fine. And yeah, just kind of push through here. I'd love to get all this if we can. And then, of course, we want to win here as well. So what we're going to do is let's have these guys start marching down there now. I'm going to take them some time to get there. And there's not really any territory here we have to worry about, but they could land here. So let's leave some troops here. And I never did finish the roads that I wanted to get. So let's go ahead and do that. You know what? We can do this another time. Yeah, we could do this another time, guys. Let's just go ahead and get these join in their respective armies here. So we're going to want to separate 2 of them. Send these 2 over here, while the other army comes on over here. So we'll get them merging, and then we'll move them as well, because the 15,000 probably won't be enough. That does open up a trade route here. Only one. We're only trading for 1 capital route here. Okay, that's not that bad. I thought that was going to be much worse. We'll leave it sit a month, because I don't know what we lost here. And then yeah, we'll just let the AI set up the trade routes. I assume we're going to have a lot of trade route problems now, because we were trading with the Egyptians for quite a bit. So yeah, maybe not as much over here in Italy as I thought, but there are a few that we probably lost. So yeah, we'll just let them set this up, because again, there's just too many provinces at this point to mess with. And we'll do all these. Maybe we'll start doing over here a bit. Yeah, we did lose quite a few trade routes, because I know this many were not open before. Also do this area here. It's a pretty important area for us. Yeah, a lot of trade routes opened up now. Some of these guys don't even have trade routes just yet. That's okay. When they do get them, they can set them up on their own. So yeah, do all along the coast here. And I think that's good for now. We'll work on everybody else a little bit later. Alright, so is there anything else we need to be aware of? I don't think so. Not over here. We're just moving those troops down. It's going to take some time. So yeah, we're at war with Egypt now. Is that the first time we've had war declared on us? I think it is. I could be wrong, but I feel like it's the first time we've had war declared on us. So these guys have moved to these mountain provinces or hill provinces. want us to attack them there. You know, we could probably easily wipe these guys out even though they're sitting on a hill. They have lower morale, we have double the numbers, so it's not a problem. We're just really waiting to get that siege finished up here. We already have enough points pretty much to get whatever we want. But I do want that siege done there. We're not going to attack those guys in the mountains. I don't really see any benefit of doing that. Nor am I too worried about all the troops down here either. Got some trade offers. Trade with those guys. Alright, so if they have all their troops, which they do, let's go ahead and merge them and see which one we want to send. So this is the one we're going to want to send over to Greece. We're going to leave one in Anatolia just in case we get invaded there. We don't have the ships here, so it's going to probably take too long to wait for them. So we'll just go ahead and start the movement, and if we're done with the ships, with moving these guys to Africa, then we'll move them over there to Greece to help those troops move a little bit faster. We can go ahead and set up that trade route, see what it is that we lost. Looks like stone. Stone is what we lost. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get the stone route set up again. All right, excellent. So, just waiting on this siege here. And it looks like we did get another... Oh, nice. And he's actually got an okay marshal. But yeah, we did get another consul. Overall, he sucks, but the marshal is... His martial skill isn't bad. This guy died. He was sick. We knew he was going to die, and he couldn't die quick enough because he was so garbage. I'll trade with these guys, I guess. So we're going to need to get our co-consul and consul's positions replaced, but I want to see who these guys are. So the consul, again, he sucks at everything but martial. The co-consul kind of makes up for that with the charisma and zeal. His finesse is low, though. But still, we're using his finesse because that's just how low our ruler's finesse is. Yeah, that's quite bad. All right, so that's unfortunate. We're going to have some problems with that. Him having such low ability. Some of these will start getting reduced a little bit slower. Let's look at his traits, though. He's arbitrary, so that's obviously not a good one. He's trusting. That will reduce monthly tyranny, I suppose. We don't really have any tyranny, though. Shrewd and abrasive. Okay, so overall his traits aren't that great. I was hoping for a military one, but no military trait. So that means that we have... Alright, so this guy, that's fine. That's not a problem. Is it just the military tribune? Where'd the other consul come from? Maybe he didn't have any role. That's what I'm assuming. So I think that our current consul was the military tribune here. So we can actually get a much better character here. Although we do have an unhappy family. This is a position I don't really like giving to unhappy families. Instead, just put this character here in place. Let me try and get the monthly military experience. Increase it as much as possible. So I have to just find another position, guys, for the... look at the technology real quick. To appease the families. Though I don't think there's going to be anybody. Here's a level 8 guy that actually has a good skill. Because, yeah, I don't think this guy has any skill. He's really sick, too. He's about to die. Oh, yeah, so we'll just have to replace him anyway. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and put this guy in charge just because he has the good obsessive. Oh, we got an intelligent guy here as well. We'd lose a rating, though. But it is a family. I think we're going to go with the level 8. The high skill wins here. As far as the other characters, we might be good on this front, but we'll double check and see if there's anybody else. Nah, we're good to go with the other characters. So that means we'll have to use governors, because I don't think we have any offices really open. So we'll just have to find like a governor position, which I guess the best way to do that would be through here. Just find a governor who's not currently... Suppose we can do this guy here. Oh, he's about to die anyway. Yeah, he's got very poor health. Alright, so yeah, I think that's the best position to replace. And we'll just put a member of the unhappy family here. If we can find them. Do they not have anybody decent? Did I skip it? Or do they really not have anybody decent? That's what it seems like. Yeah, there's nobody decent here. Alright, so that's kind of a bummer. I wish you could sort by, like, unhappy families. That'd be nice, but yeah, that's not an option. So this is it right here. So it's the Cornelius family. So we can kind of just dip through here and see if I missed it at all, or if there really is nobody here for this position. Yep, there's just nobody from that family. Alright, wow. Level 1 finesse. At least his marshal's high. What about his traits? His traits are garbage too. Wow. Alright, this is not the best position to replace. Yeah, we'll just keep that guy here for now. He'll die, and then we'll replace him with somebody else. Yeah, I don't like doing it that way, guys. I think this... The character we're going to have to put in place is just too garbage. So it should be like a position that's not very important, frankly. Like maybe right here. Yeah, there's... Oh, wait, no, that's... I forgot. They now have more positions now. Maybe right here, then? I think this is an office. This is a family. I don't know if they're unhappy or not, but if this will make them unhappy, it won't. Alright, so we're good to go. Alright, so waiting on the siege there. Have the Egyptians attacked yet? They are. They're attacking right there. They're doing a siege as of now. Okay. We're bringing our 15,000 troops down to battle them. This is the Legion, so I don't know how they'd end up doing against them. We'll have to see. This is our new Legion, so they don't have any distinctions yet. So they're not very good, essentially. And we should go ahead and merge these two. Oops. We might be able to do it to there. Let's go to merge them now. We'll keep them training. Again, I want to keep somebody in Anatolia just in case they attack us there. And 30,000 I think is plenty enough to fight the Greeks here. Did we pick up the troops yet? Not yet. We're almost there. Troops are there and waiting. We just got to get them picked up. Alright, so we're going to go with the stability here, even if it's going to cost us political influence, because stability is on the decline so quick. Alright, so let's go and get these guys embarked, and then send the fleet over to the closest port here. And we'll start... Well, I mean, we don't even have to go from our own territory. I'm just worried that they're already attacking across here. This is what we'll do. We're going to sweep through here with the ships and see if there's any troops here. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And then we'll see if we even need to land. Alright, so those guys are on the retreat. Yeah, we're just waiting for the siege, which is now done. And then we can go and end the war here, sue for peace, and try and get all this territory conquered. So we cannot get this because it doesn't border us. Okay, I thought it might not be an issue because of the fact that this is one of our subjects, but that is not the case. Okay, so we didn't have to conquer all that. Alright, that's a bummer. I thought because it bordered our subject state that we'd be able to get it. That's a shame. Okay, so that war went much longer than necessary. Looking at the characters we just got control of, because we can always use some more minor characters if they're okay. And none of these are fantastic. They're just, yeah, I mean, I don't think so, guys. I think we're just going to try and get rid of the aggressive expansion here. So let's go and get the troops coming back down here. I'm just going to have them sit somewhere where they're not taking attrition. It's going to be kind of difficult to find out there. They could set them right there, I suppose. And then these guys can just go over here somewhere. Probably want to get rid of one of these forts. I assume we are, it's not province, was fortification. I assume we have more forts than necessary. Well, this is actually its own separate region. And it's going to be a region hard to keep happy. So I think we will keep the fort there, but we have 2 forts here, so we don't have to have both of these. Oh, this is a subject's territory here, so that's not an issue. So I guess we'll just keep all the forts there. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just leave the forts as is. Alright, so yeah, they'll go ahead and sit there, and then we'll get them training. We have now been able to complete that mission, so with that we're going to get a bit of popularity. We'll be able to found the Colonia there, and we have a modifier for 240 months that's going to increase national commerce income and export value in the region. Let's go and enact that, and then we will need to pick a capital here, which one of them's right there, which is already the current capital. It is a city with 24 pops. I'm going to look at some of the other options, though. See if any of these... It looks like there's only one other option. Okay, so that would be right here. And that would probably be the better option, honestly. So yeah, we'll do that one. Okay, so we can already complete the next task as well. Yeah, it looks like we can complete that immediately. Just need to have all that territory conquered. And this allows us to choose a policy between production or civilization in Hispania. We'll also get a modifier there that helps with mercenaries, and we gain claims on a bunch of different provinces. Okay, that's going to be helpful. So we don't have to form the claims. We'll just declare war on these tribes. Yeah, that works out nicely. Let's go and get that. We have 2 options here in this event, because we came for plunder or not. We came for plunder not to read Homer to tribes, in which case all those provinces will receive this modifier, reducing local population happiness while increasing local slave output and slave desired ratio. Or you say the true potential of Hispania will take decades to realize, in which case we will get, in those same states, the modifier that increases integrated culture happiness, increases pop conversion speed, and increases local citizen desired ratio. We're going to go with this one, guys. I think that's the best one for us. We want more citizens there. We also want to get them converted. They do not share a religion here, so I think that'd be helpful. So we can already do the Pillars of Hercules, or Heracles, however you want to pronounce that. And that is, of course, because we own the route through here, the Straits of Gibraltar. Straits of the Pillars of Hercules is what they're called at the time. And what does this do? Increases our popularity, allows us to get a colonia in the conquered territory. We'll get a plus 15% import value. And we gain some claims. Okay, so yeah, let's go and do that one. We'll have to pick. We can already do the next one as well. But yeah, we'll have to pick where we want this to go. So we have a total of 4 choices here. Here, 34 pops doing salt. Here, 39 pops doing dyes. 50 pops, so the largest here doing spices. Or this one here, where we're getting olives, 22 pops. I think we're going to go with this one. Has everything we need. 11 pops will become Roman. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay, so let's go and take a look at what the next mission is that we can enact. And because we've conquered all this territory, that's the reason why we can really fly through here. And it just kind of sucks that we got stalled with that one right there, because this is the area we're supposed to kind of conquer first, according to the mission tree. This one here is going to also increase happiness, also do a colonia, and it doesn't seem like there's anything else besides claims that we're getting. Okay, let's go and enact it then, and figure out where we want to put this. I think we're probably just gonna put it right here. I think that's the best choice. There's nowhere else where I can really see being a better choice, guys. Just kind of seeing what's all here. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be a better option than that. Yeah, let's do that one, and it's already a city, so yeah, we get those nice bonuses from it being a city and not having to change it up. So we do need a governor in the new territory. So let's go in and select somebody here. And again, we're probably going to want somebody that's in a family. Maybe a family that's not happy, like this one here. It looks like both of these families are unhappy because we now need 6 spots for the families. It's such a pain in the butt, man, as it keeps getting higher and higher. All right, well, let's go with... I guess we'll go with this character here. But yeah, we don't have any other families being marked as unhappy, but I think that's going to change. I think it just hasn't updated yet. Yeah, that's most likely the case. The army here is ready. We've had so much stuff going on there in Hispania that I haven't been fighting this actual war here, so let's go ahead and do that. Are we at war? I think we're at war with them, right? Yeah, we're at war with them as well. But we want to get their armies destroyed first. So let's go and attack them in the hills. This is a fortified province, so we'll get that hill bonus. So we'll go and attack them there. We're almost... Oh, no. Okay. I looked at the political influence, thought it was the military experience. So let's say we're almost able to get another tradition. We're still a little ways off from that, though. So these guys are moving down there. Legion's moving here, so I think we're good to go. All right, excellent. I'm glad we got that mission tree, halfway done now. Making good progress there. We might want to take a look, see what we need to do for the rest of the mission tree, actually. See what we have to do to be able to knock these out. All right, so that's this region here. There's only a little bit of territory left to conquer there, but it is, I think, 2 different tribes. Yeah, it's 2 separate tribes here that own that. Then, of course, there's the northern tribe one. We have to conquer this area here. Some of that is already conquered. And that allows us to then go through here. Okay, so basically we just need to conquer tribes up on our borders. So that's what we'll be working on once we finish this war with Egypt. And we'll try and take a little bit of territory from them. Just the territory they have here in Greece, more than likely, and then maybe some territory in North Africa, is what I'm thinking. So the Macedonian Legion got, and this is their first distinction, yeah. They got a new distinction. It's their first one, because we did just make them. Here's the kill-death ratio here. We killed more than we lost. That's what's important. Got a nice victory there. So let's go and take a look at the Legion and their modifier. Oh, they're doing a siege here. Oh, they're still doing a battle there. Or maybe not. I don't know what was going on there. So the one we got... Okay, so this is not one of the better ones. I don't really like this one. This gives the army morale recovery rate, which that's helpful. But also makes the commander more popular and increases their family prestige. Overall, I don't really like that one compared to the other ones. That's kind of a bummer. We got a crappy one there. Is what it is, though. That 60 6,500 men is trying to take off here. We will not be able to attack them there, but we will have to chase them across here. So, yeah. Is the other army going that way too? I think so. So, yeah, we'll chase them across. We had this one coming down here. Let's have them go over to that fort while the Macedonian Legion chases those guys down. So, we want to see when these guys get over here and see if there's any troops, enemy troops in that region. These guys can go ahead and start training up because we're not going to be using them until after we finish this Egyptian conflict that was shoved upon us. We also have an enemy there attacking the fort, so we need to deal with that too. Alright, so let's see. They're going that way. I don't really want to chase them down that way. Instead, let's chase them down this way and then have these guys go attack them. Wipe them out. And then we'll come back. I don't want to get stuck on a siege just yet, guys. We could raise up, and we probably should raise up, actually, some levies here. Because this is, yeah, we're sitting here with a large conflict on our hands against a major power. So it would be helpful to get a legion raised up, or excuse me, a levy raised up in the region. So we can do the Greek one. I suppose that makes the most sense. It's going to raise them up. And we could just have them attack those 2,000. While these guys here work on the siege, since legion's a little bit better for sieges overall. So we'll need to split them. This is too many troops here. So let's go and move these guys off and then give them so a little bit of supply here. See how else we might want to separate these. Maybe give them a little bit of light cav for their flanks. In fact, we'll give them all the light cav. So that gets them up to 11,000. And we'll have them work on a siege. Is it? Oh, do we not have anywhere else to attack here? We might not. Well, let's have the 7,000 here. The commander's not great, but yeah, we'll have the 7,000 go wipe those guys out real quick. Let me just double check on where all their territory is. Okay, so they have territory here, which we'll have that army take. And we're also at war with them. I did forget about them, that they were allied. Okay, so that'll allow us to get some of this territory conquered here. Yeah, that'll work out nicely. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll have this 11,000 here go after the fort here, while these guys just go into their territory. Since I think they're a little bit more likely to be attacked. So yeah, we want the Legion to be attacked, if anybody's going to be. And we're going to go with the overland route. So yeah, we'll have these guys bottled up where they won't be able to go anywhere. They'll be stuck here. War exhaustion is pretty high again, but we're going to let that stay high, getting us that military experience. But we could take it down for if it gets too high. If we see that we're finding ourselves in a pickle there with the happiness problems. We want to watch this as well, guys. We want to make sure that there's no enemies here. So when they get into the province, yeah, there's nobody here. So when they get down here, we'll check to see if there's any enemies moving through the territory. Just want to make sure they don't get past us. So yeah, a lot of troops over here. So just kind of bottling them up here. So they're going to be forced to go that route. And then if they do, then we'll chase them down with these 15,000. They would be fighting us in the hills, but we would vastly outnumber them. So yeah, we'll wait until these guys finish here, until they get across, and then we'll follow behind them. Oh, Lord. Yeah, we're not going to do this, so they will be irritated. Yeah, we'll keep these guys doing this siege here. Can we get there before? Yeah, we can. All right, so we're going to go and chase these guys down. We now have them. They can get out. They can't go. Oh, no, they can't. They're stuck because of the fort there as well. So, yeah, there's nowhere for them to go right now. They are all bottled up. So yeah, we'll force them to fight us. Might not be in favorable terrain, but we should be able to get a good win there. Influence of the Cornelius family. So with this option here, okay, so this is about increasing the size, most likely. And bringing in a cruddy character, but one who is a governor. So yeah, we could do this. We could instead invite this character in. He's much, much better. I think the legate would be the better option. Yeah, we'll bring him in. And I'm going to change his name as well, of course, so everybody knows what family he's from. All right, so we didn't see if there's anybody here. Hopefully there wasn't. I meant to to see that, but looks like I missed it. So let's go ahead and have these guys attack here. I guess we'll see if they come out on the other edge, the other end there. Are both of these guys training? I don't think so. I think only one of them is. All right, so let's go and drill them. And unfortunately, that's going to have to be the end of today's episode. We got an exciting war going on against the Egyptians who attacked us. Again, I think they might be the first ones who have attacked us all game. I think all the other previous conflicts have been, just had a loud car go by. They don't have to cut out. But what I was saying is that in all the previous conflicts, we've been the aggressor. So yeah, this is, I think, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first defensive war that we've been in. So yeah, well, this will allow us to get this territory here conquered. Yeah, I think we'll try and get all of it. Might as well, and get all of Greece. Take advantage of this conflict. And as it goes, we'll get the aggressive expansion burned off. So we'll wait to attack any other tribes here until after the Egyptian conflict's done. So I could just kind of focus on this, because we're going to have several fronts. Obviously, we have the Greek front, and then we also have the North African front. I am worried about being outnumbered here, guys. That's a real reality. If they send a large number of troops down here, we could be vastly outnumbered. So what we'll probably do is once we win here in Greece, we'll send troops across. We could always raise up more levies and stuff. I don't know that it's necessary, man. I don't know how many troops they have, but Greece is not that powerful. They're certainly weaker than Macedonia. So I really don't think there's justification for raising up more troops. Yeah, I think we'll probably be fine with what we have, except for here in North Africa. We could be outnumbered until the troops come across. But at that point, we'll have plenty enough, guys. So I don't think we're going to raise any more troops up. I don't want to pay for them. So we're just going to keep on earning that money because we're trying to get a really good Great Wonder. So maybe next episode, if not next episode and the one after that, we'll get that constructing. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you guys on the next one. And thanks for watching.